Aia o kumau toho whakawike ke katoa nga i ai sā pa te whae. Awe ai paangai wanoa o whaiki o lunga i he Digital Top-Up pe whaumai he pēsi whaope, Digital International app pe wharekoloa. Pe talafi hau seniti he ClickX pe Digital International keke i kuna. O whaki mo maua sā pa te whae fia. O kui ai hono Ngaahi Makatounga, o ku ngatai whakamamaa koe ni, he aho tahau o me wāwhi maua tolu, mai kau kastoma i Aositelēlia, Nu'u Sila mo Amerikalahi. Malo lau mari ho eiki mo lelei ai tonga solo mo vulang kotoa ta talelei ki mo tolu ki tau Ngaahi Ongoongo pe mo le tio mo televisione Pasifika. Ai ok whakahoko atu hanga tonu pe me i he mauloki Ongoongo kuia me i Brisbane i Aositelēlia. Tui pe o lau mali lelei pe ho eiki pe lelei ai tonga kotoa ta lawe monua i Ngaahi tāpua ki whawhatuitui kuia oi a honi. Koe uhinga whoki o Ongoongo whakatupake koe ni, koe uhi koe whanongonongo ka koe Ongoongo ko tukuange mai me i he Pule'anga Aositelēlia i a honi. Whilawe i pea mo i liliu fo o ki e lau fekau'aki kuia oi whonuani, a ia e lawe monua ai kakai koe o kunau passport Nu'u Sila ko kunau nofo whanua Aositelēlia. Whatatau ki Ngaahi Ongoongo koe ni ko tukuange mai me he Pule'anga o Aositelēlia o ku amanaki liliu me he uluaki aho o siulai wafe maua tolu. Ai lau koe o whonuani ma anau tolu koe o kunau passport Nu'u Sila pea kua si tau e faka-Tonga e nau nofo koe i he kontinitini o malawa lewa ke nau kole ke liliu kakai Aositelēlia. Whatatau ki Ngaahi whakaiki ki koe kua si tukuange mai me he Pule'anga o kumahino kua pau pe ke kei whakahoko ai CV sitseni pe he whoki ki he CV mo uilelei ka maa whoki ai le koti polisi lelei pe ko ka pau e whakakakato kotoa ai ngai fia mau e malawa lewa ke nau liliu kakai Aositelēlia o wai pe ki he wau fuakawa liliu kakai. Nei whakahoko whoki ai mea koia e eki parimea o Nu'u Sila ane nei he teuteu koia ke ne mea mai me Nu'u Sila ki Aositelēlia. Aia e whakahoko whoki aho sā pate koe ni a koe aho ia a pongi ha whakataha makehe ai eki parimea koia o ongo whonua ai koe eki parimea o Aositelēlia ko Anthony Albanese pe whoki e eki parimea o Aotearoa Nu'u Sila ko Chris Hipkins ha whakataha makehe pe mo kau whai o ngongo kai o maa whoki ai kau whawhawhonga mei he community koia ai kakai Nu'u Sila kau ai kau papalangi me Aotearoa kau Mauri, kau Tokelau, Niue, Lalotonga, Ha'amomotonga ai e whakahoko whoki ene ki he piazza i South Bank Brisbane hiri ia ha uau liliu kakai whiunga mo e toko te au tupo te nau liliu kakai i he aho a pongpongi pe hiri ko ia hoko atu lewa ki he whakataha pe makau whaiongo ke whakaha whaka-ofisiale ki kakai o whonua ai liliu koe ni ki he lau. Toko lahi whoki o tau kainga tonga i he konini ne nau whalau mai mo au nofo mai ki Aositelēlia ni me Aotearoa Nu'u Sila. Hilia ai liliu koia i he lau i he tau wāwhe mā taha. Ko liliu koia na hanga e ia o whakangata ai Ngaahi totonu a ki nau tolo koia a kakai Nu'u Sila i he whonuani o i kai malawa ke nau inasi i Ngaahi monu whakaseniti po ka Ngaahi tokoni whakapaanga mei he Pule'anga Aositelēlia o hange koe wahe koia ma ke nau tolu o ku taima o ngawe. Pe whoki a teki nau tolo koia na nau whaingata ia pe he ki he kai koe o ku nau lotonga whenga pe ke nau kau i Ngaahi whiri wharea lea pe he whoki ki a teki nau tolo koe o whia mao tokoni ko hiko nau tuku hausia pe nofo paia i he whonuani. Kai kehe, koe Ngaahi totonu koe ni o whakangangata pe ia ki kakai o ku sitseni Aositelēlia. Kai kehe koe ongongo whakawhia ke tau kainga tonga, te nau malawa lewa o apply, ke nau hoko koe kau tangatai, ma kau whewhina i whanua Nu'u Sila, hiri ai aho uruaki o siulai o i tau ni wāwhi maua tolu makatounga i liliu ko whaou koe ni ki lau fekau'aki koe o Aositelēlia ni. Kai kehe nei whakahoko whoki ai mea ai eki parimea o Nu'u Sila Chris Hipkins ane nei me Wellinga Tony Nu'u Sila ki mua pe ne tuku whalau mai me Aotearoa ki Brisbane te tau whanongo ki ai i he taimeni.
It is the biggest improvement in the rights of New Zealanders living in Australia in a generation. It restores the rights that Kiwis had in Australia before they were revoked in 2001. Successive New Zealand Prime Ministers have advocated for this change for over 2 decades. So it's pleasing that the close relationship between our two countries with like-minded governments has helped us to reach this outcome. Today's announcement underscores the strength and the breadth of the bonds between our countries ahead of my visit to Australia this afternoon and tomorrow. It will make a real and meaningful difference in the lives of New Zealanders and their children who are living in Australia by giving them similar rights to those that Australians living in New Zealand get. They'll still retain their New Zealand citizenship. These dual citizens aren't lost to us, but they are drawn closer together. The new pathway will apply to Kiwis on temporary special category visas who have arrived since 2001 and lived in Australia for 4 years. They meet the standard criteria for citizenship, including character checks and an intention to reside there. Children born in Australia since the 1st of July 2022 to a New Zealand parent living there will automatically be entitled to citizenship, and that'll make critical services available to them. This is a personal issue for many Kiwis. Most of us know someone who's moved across the Tasman. They work hard, they pay their taxes, and they deserve a fair go. These changes deliver on the commitment made by Prime Minister Albanese on taking office to reverse the erosions that have taken place over 20 years, and I want to acknowledge his leadership in delivering on those commitments, and I thank him for that.
Koe mea whokia e ki Pule'anga Nu'u Sila, ko Right Honourable Chris Hipkins, aia tene mea mai ki Aositelēlia ki Brisbane he e whiawhini po tokonaki, pea koe pongpongi a pongpongi sā pāte e whakahoko whoki ai whakataha makehe koe ni Ngaahi Ongoongo ai ongo pare mea o ongo whonuani ke whakaha whoki e kakai e whonua ai Ngaahi whakaiki whelawe i pe mo liliu who'ou koe ni aia e mahino whoki e lawe monu ai kakai e toko ono kilo whitu mano tupu ai toko lahi koe o Ngaahi Nu'u Sila o kuna Tonga nofo i he whonuani i Aositelēlia. Lawe i pē koe liliu koe ni, ma anau tolu koe ko stau e whā e nau nofo heni, pe ko lele ato koe ni ko ki nau tolu koea a ki nau tolu koe ko stau e whā nau nofo whanua i Aositelēlia ko kau Nu'u Sila, ka pau te nau whā ele he whonuani o te me tiki lewa ko si seni Aositelēlia e nau whānau. Kai kehe nei whakahoko ai whakaeke eke ka koe whepō talanoa aki ai kautaha whakamafola ata mo televisione koe Aositelēlia ABC pe mo minista koe ki he immigration Aositelēlia ko Claire O'Neill anenai ke o fekau'aki pe mo liliu fo'ou koe ni. Tau whanongo whoki ki whakaeke koe a Claire O'Neill koe minista koe Home Affairs a Aositelēlia.
We've had this really odd situation in Australia up till now. Our Kiwi counterparts are more like family to us as Australians than friends, and yet the law has said that when Kiwis migrate to Australia, they're essentially treated worse and differently than other migrants. So what the Australian government's announcing today is that for the first time, Kiwis will be able to become Australian citizens in the way that other migrants are able to in Australia, and this will mean that Kiwis living in Australia are treated in the same way as Australians living in New Zealand. So it's going to be a really important part of us building a better friendship as we go forward.
Now, there were first indications of such a move when Prime Minister Anthony Albanese met with then Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern last year. That's when we started hearing that this might start to happen. Are you able to give us an indication of the kind of negotiations that happened between the two sides to reach this point?
Look, I think the Prime Minister was told really clearly by New Zealand, and every Australian politician who visits New Zealand would have this experience, that the way that our migration law was working just doesn't reflect that beautiful close friendship that we have with New Zealand. This is a country that we've fought alongside in war. You know, we have this amazing shared culture, the very best of friendships of any country around the world. And yet why are we treating Kiwis living in Australia with such injustice? So I think the Prime Minister was really moved by that, and seeing, you know, especially the context that we're living in our region. The Prime Minister said this is the most complex geostrategic context that we've seen since the 1940s. It's going to be a few decades of really serious challenge. Why would we not want to go into that with a really firm, fast friendship with New Zealand? So that's the reason behind the announcement.
Ange koe whakamatala koe ai Minister whewhalau'aki koe whonuani ko Claire O'Neill me Ken Pela ane nei. Nā ne lawe whoki ai ki hono whakawhaike ke he I koe he Pule'anga Aositelēlia ai kakai matakani Nu'u Sila na nau nofo au nofo mai ki whonuani o ke he mamao Anga koia hono treat koia ai kakai Nu'u Sila fonuani fe whakawhewhanaki pe mo kakai Aositelēlia o kunau hiki fonua ki Aotearoa Nu'u Sila. Hine tō e taimini ko kakai Aositelēlia aki nau tolu koe o nau passport e Aositelēlia o ka paute nau hiki fonua ki Nu'u Sila i loto he tau e nima o ngofua pe ki nau mao ka kato ngahi totonu e kau sitseni Nu'u Sila. Ka koeni ko hanga foki he Pule'anga fo'ou koeni Aositelēlia i he malu koia tataki ai eki paremia ko Anthony Albanese o whanongo ki he leo kuia o e kau paremia kekehe, mo e Pule'anga kekehe o Nu'u Sila, ka mata foki e na whemea aki, pe mo Jacinda Ardern i he konga ki muia tau ko o si, o nau whemahino aki, ko e whaunga ke ngā unu foki ai wā whakakaunga mea koe o ngā whanua ki mua, pe ke whakalaka foki anga koe a nofo a kāinga Nu'u Sila i he whanuani, ko pau ke liliu ai lao koe a me i he tau wāwhi mātaha o kumi mo wakai i ha whaunga e malawa ke inasi ai kakai Nu'u Sila i he mea koe sitseni Aositelēlia. Pe koe whainga maaria eni aki a liliu koe ni, ai e toki mao ato ai ngai whakaiki ki hiria, anau whakataha koia i aho a pongpongi. Taimi te tau pēo ku tau teo maa whana foki a Kāinga Tonga i Aositelēlia, kai tau te vito ki he vahe whanua Queensalani, ke tari foki e tau timini te polo whakawhanua koe a Tonga koe tala, e kamata foki e nau wa inga i aho mōni te koe ni hiria, ai kātoanga whakaawa e whi auhi ne te polo o Oceania mo Afrika, kamata fokia i he aho a pongpongi koe sāpate fokia, pe koe moni te kamata e wainga. Koe taimi e kamata ai tau koe ni, ai tau timi tala, tēnā fufuwhe paki pe mo timi koe Singapore, i e taimi nima tolo noa e whiawhi, taimi koe o Aositelēlia hahake, i he Gold Coast pe hoko atolewa ki e tau honua, he aho tūsi te i he taimi nima tolo noa e whiawhi ai pe, koe whepakia ai timi tala, pe mo timi koe a Kenya, pe whakausi aki ai tau koe aho hono tolu, ai koe aho purilulu fokia, ai whiangangai koe a Zambia me Afrika, pe mo Tonga, e taimi fitu tolo noa e whiawhi. Koe toinga ngahe aho kehe, e whakawhalala pe ia koe timi whe e ikuna, he ngahi tau koe ni takitaha, toki mahino lewa ko hai e ongo timi e o atu ki he whainolo. Koe timi Tonga, unau lo Tonga nofo i he koukousi, i he wheitu ko Palm, pea i kai ko ia pe o kunau i heni, pe mo ne tale kita pule ko salo te sisi wha me i Tonga, pe whoke kau wheongongo koia e le te o mo televisione Tonga, pe mo Broadcasting FM valu fitu punini FM o kuiai a Marian Kupu. Koe tau polo kalama manato me lia i he pongpongi monite e whakahoko atu pe moia mei he koukousi, me wheitu mata tahi koula, pe o ku taita tongi foki ai hu ki he whare sipoti ki mamata tonu, ki ngahi tau koeni ai whiauhi neti polo, pe o kuata e whakawhe maa whana ki a teki mo tolo kotoa Kāinga Tonga. Tau whitu mo tolo koe nofo he koukousi, pe mo Brisbane, ke mo lava mai ki ai, lawe i pe koe aho tūsi te, koe aho mālolo whakapureanga, ke tau whakamana tua e kau tō tau, i he tau ngahi tau lalahi koe a māmani, tau whitu ki e tau māmani uruaki mo honua, pe koe e whiawhi tūsi te lewa lava ke tau o siu tau i he koukousi. Kai kehe, koe lava ka kato whoki e tau uniongo, malawa ke mao atu mei he leti o mo televisione Pasifika ki Hawani, malo opito mo mea mai, koa lava iloa ola mei Brisbane Aositelēlia, mo mea tua o whātou.
My name is Nofo. I'm 11 years old, and the thing I love about netball is that I get to play with my friends and run around and have fun.
I love netball because I get out of the house and meet new people and just being active.
Netball has helped me grow as a person, it's helped me make lifelong friendships, and it's just a team environment that I love going to.
Netball has helped me travel the world, see different things, be part of a new family, and to be able to help me learn about my health and well-being.
Netball's really helped me bring up my confidence. It's helped me make friends, and I really like netball.
I kuna haui nasi mei he ngahi pare paanga whiunga mai paanga wa mano mai diesel. Aia o kumau toho whakawike ke kātoanga I ai sā pate whae. Awe ai paanga wa noa o whaiki olunga I he digital top-up pe fau mai he pēsi whaope Digital International app pe whare koloa. Pe talafi hau seniti he ClickX pe Digital International keke I kuna. O whaki mo mawa sā pate whae fia. O kui ai hono ngahi makatounga, o ku ngatai whakamama a koini, he aho tahau o me wāwhi mau o tolu, mai kau customer I Aositelēlia.